Today I was talking with my mother and she had this lack of hope or faith in a future, there's this kind of depression of not having sense of whatever happened. Like why would I invest here or making a project on here if I don't know anything about the future? It's so much uncertainty and it's like sometimes meaningless. And she was telling me that what helped her to keep herself together was the studying philosophy and sense making. And she asked me for the book The Man in Search of Meaning that I was studying and reviewing so much last year because it's according to these times. And as Viktor Frankl, as one of the psychologists that has a strong influence in me with the logotherapy, Jordan Peterson, that's like a big mentor, Parise, that's another psychologist, that's like, they're great influences, and they gave me this gear, sense-making gear and an attitude towards life that keeps me going even in hard times. Because of course, it seems very nice. We all have these seemingly shiny lives here in the networks, social medias. But of course, there's a lot of depression coming, like tides of depression, hopelessness for the future, seeing how dark it comes. And I was listening to my mother, like with this kind of, I think that's also very collective, the feeling of uncertainty that takes away the wanting to project, because we are, what sense it makes. So I want to bring this attitude that brings purpose to life, or meaning, big meaning to life, that helps me keep it together. And is what these mentors tell me about the life struggle. We will have problems in life. We will have traumatic experiences in life. And the gateway to hell is trying to escape from them. That's like, we believe that we are just looking for the nice shiny things and happiness. That's the secure way to hell, looking for happiness. That's like, I have to tell it because the denial is so strong, the psychosis is so strong. How the psychotic looking for happiness, looking good, but empty inside and not really doing things because of feeling a deep sense of meaning, just because of automatization and contagion and should be's and programming. And we can decode all these automatic patterns, egoic patterns that are there to be the problem itself. And that's facing that problem, facing that incarcerations of the ego that become technically hell. As Dante's Infernal, that's going to hell, going to those lower impulses, those lower ways of being, of conformity, dissociation in yourself, because we never knew. And that's kind of sad to see and to feel many times, not knowing where you're going, not knowing that if you have the power to design your life. But what I bring now, that is the main objective of this video is how to identify those gateways to hell, those infernal leading decisions and things that lead to hell, yes, to a hell way of being, to misery. And what are the contracts that keep us there? That's why I love the attitude towards problems, towards challenges. When we know which challenge we are dealing with, we can see it with clarity. We can see these agreements that the devil has to keep us trapped in these stages, these rooms of hell. We can dissolve those agreements. We can dissolve and have them on check, because they will come up constantly. So the best development we can have is this willingly acceptance and raising our capacity of solving problems. And that's why I'm doing the hero's map, the hero's way, the decodification of how the ego wants to trap us and to leave us in one of those prisons of the being, prisons of the state of the mind. So if you want to work on this, that is a main fuel for me, for a main motivation for life, and what gets me out of the hopelessness, the swampy state of being. This is the most inspiration I have. When I see the sphinxes, I see the challenges, I see the devil trying to get me disguised in many different shapes and situations. And this is the soul treasure, to come here, to play the game, to get out of the maze, so you free your soul and you don't get trapped in all these locks that are there. You don't get like suppress, depress, repress your being because of not knowing them. So if you want to join, we are going to do the class in the Hero's Way. It's going to be an initial class again, because this is initiatic teachings on the agreements of how the agreements that keep us in hell. And when we decode them, because we are going to have to decode them, there's easy access, there's direct access to hell. I don't know if you had some experiences in life, but when we are not that stable, we are not that on our purpose, in our way, there are direct access to hell. So how to identify them? And what we call in Hero's Journeys, there's the amulets to detect them, to get out when we get confronted with one of these demons or sphinxes that we find in our way. So yes, that fuels me, and that's why I will do this class this Sunday. If you want to join, I will leave some way of accessing here. And if you already joined to the Hero's Way, you can review some of the material before, because we are going to do some assessments as well, like to decode, to listen, to train the initiatic listening, the codification of situations, so we have a better perspective and on-field experience cases. Okay, if you feel this can be useful for someone that is struggling, that is hopeless about the future, please share it. And also you will have access here in the channel. There's a lot of initiatic maps and hero's journeys, and also things that you will like. Okay, blessings, and see you soon.